Welcome, Aquarius. This is Carolyn with Intuitive Alignment Tarot here to do your reading for the August weekly for the 22nd through the 31st. Let's find out what important messages my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus needs to hear for their higher good and what will be helpful for them through the transgression of the week, okay? So here we go. Let's go. I'm going to cleanse the energies within myself as well as in the room, and then we'll get your messages read, okay? Here we go. All right. Thank you so much, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And did a silent prayer for the universe, for all happiness, for all beings in the universe. Happiness gets happiness, and misery loves company, and we don't like misery. What is the most important critical message for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Welcome all my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses. I have this card here that wanted to flip out. It's about taking the time to see different perspectives. If you find yourself on the 22nd through the 31st in a quandary about things that you normally do are not working out the same way and you're not getting the same results in a relationship, career, or spiritual evolution, it may be because Mercury is in retrograde tomorrow, the 23rd. So you may just have to seek a different perspective. You may have the assistance of a Pisces. The Hangman is specific to the Pisces person. So whether you're needing to take a time out and do things differently, see things differently, look at different perspectives on things, that is the main message, okay? Let me get one more for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment again. Thank you guys for all the likes, shares, subscribes, and the support of my channel. It really helps with the algorithms. If it resonates, claim it. If it doesn't, chuck it in the bucket. Divine Spirit and Guides, what other message to go with seeking a different perspective does Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus need to know for the 22nd through the 27th? Okay, so basically what I feel is intuitively that's it. Stop there. It's all about your perspective, okay? So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and do the Celtic cross with the Gilded Tarot here. And the reason why I'm doing a Celtic cross is because it gets a deeper dive into the issue, the obstacle that you're having, what you need to hear for the recent past, the near future, distant past karmic message, that lesson that you learned that's going to help you with your present and your future decisions, as well as your future 6 weeks to 6 months, present energies, hopes, fears, and your outcome. All right, I have 2 more shuffles is what I hear. So that's 1 more and 2 more. All right, there we go. All right, so Divine Spirit and Guides, please give me the messages that my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses need to hear from the 22nd through the 31st of August. Okay, so your main message for the issue is that there's going to be an offer that comes in. It's going to be from a Virgo towards Capricorn energy type of situation. It's going to lead to prosperity, stability, and abundance of a more permanent nature. But it's a slow-moving progress. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles. Whether you choose to take that offer or not, there's going to be an offer coming in from the 22nd through the 31st. It's going to lead to not only a slow opportunity, or it could have been this offer was coming in very slow, but now it's going to lead to the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is divine energy of action, passion, and adventure and travel. So you may be getting an offer, like if this is a job situation for you, you may be getting an offer for relocation. It may cause relocation, okay? But this is a divine universal blessing for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus that's going to lead to a magnificent change of something that, if you've been in this mode with your career, relationship, or spiritual evolution where you feel like there's just no passion in anything anymore, you've been waiting slowly and you've been waiting for this slow offer to come in, that's going to bring a change in your mindset, your spiritual evolution, your relationship or career. This is the offer that's coming in, okay? That's the issue. And this is you, the Aquarius, the star card. Something that you've been having hope and faith and belief in is coming in for an offer, and it's going to lead to either relocation, adventure, travel, passion, something that's going to give you something, a zest for life again is what I'm feeling. Whether it's a relationship, career, or spiritual evolution, that's going to lead to a zest of life, bringing you back to life is what I'm hearing in my mind intuitively. What's the obstacle for this happening? What is the obstacle for this issue or this challenge? Paying attention to the messages, okay? Not overlooking it, not being so busy or in a hurry with everyday life, or being so bored that you're like zoned out, okay? The messages is the obstacle. The messages of action, passion, adventure is the obstacle to you taking this on. If you're just paying attention, is what intuitively is what I'm hearing. If you just pay attention to the signs, this offer, don't miss this offer is what I'm hearing in my mind. The messages have been coming in, and you may not have been paying attention is what intuitively I'm getting a dump on, and that's your obstacle. But it's going to lead to a full-blown opportunity of stepping up and leveling up on a passionate level, okay? And so let's go ahead and get your message for your recent past. What is Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising's recent past message? I have Temperance. You've been dealing with a Sagittarius, or if you haven't been dealing with a Sagittarius in the recent past, you've been working on your balance, healing, patience, taking the time out to heal yourself and be in a better place. So that's really good. So you've done the work is what I'm hearing. What is your near future? What is Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus's near future bringing for them? I have Seven of Swords. Be careful about being in self-denial about the situation, okay? So this offer, and that's, I think, why your obstacle is pay attention to the messages, because you may have gotten into a point where you're just doing things robotically, repetitively, to get through, just keep on keeping on in that mode, that you may have missed the message or that you may miss the message. But it is something that you're going to have to take time to approach differently, think about differently when the message comes in, or it's completely going to go over your head, is what I'm hearing. But take the time out, which you have been doing in the recent past, so that's a good sign. Taking the time out to go slow, heal yourself, balance yourself, and don't be in self-denial, and go in with your eyes wide open, is what I'm hearing. Go in with your eyes wide open to this issue, to this, you got to be ready for this, spiritually, energetically, and you got to go in it with eyes wide open and not, in a blasé way. You have to come at it in a different way, is what I'm hearing, okay? What is your distant past message, that karmic lesson that you learned in the past that's going to help you with your present and your future decisions going forward? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is that message? I have Nine of Wands. You've been through it. You're not the type of person to give up easy. You are determined. You are determined to see it through. You're not someone that gives up easy, but in that same sense, that's what your obstacle is, that, you may be so weary. You may be so weary from having to wait so long for something, for an opportunity, that it may just go right over you. You may just be in a place where you're like in self-denial or not even paying attention, because this is the Seven of Swords, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, about deception, self-denial, sabotage, self-sabotage. You just may be in this mood where mode that you're not paying attention, okay? And because the Seven of Swords is not only about being bamboozled or being in self-denial and self-sabotaging yourself, it's also about not paying attention to what's going on around you, not being aware. So your distant past message speaks to, you have taken the long road before, you have had longevity, you have had determination to see things through, but how that's going to help you is doing it differently and seeing a different perspective. You don't have to stay into something, and you don't have to dedicate yourself to the point where you're exhausted mentally, physically, and there's no gain out of it, okay? So maybe seeking a different perspective is how you react to this new offer should possibly be different than what you normally do energetic-wise. And you may need to seek a different perspective or have an assist from a Pisces, advice, counsel, whatever it may be, or Sagittarius, because things are going to be different. This offer is going to lead to some kind of dynamic in your spiritual evolution, relationship, or career that's going to make you feel very alive, is what I keep hearing intuitively, okay? What is your 6 weeks to 6 months future message? What is 6 weeks to 6 months, my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus's message? What can they look forward to? Okay, so the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? So what this speaks to is the Queen of Swords in the upright is about a person who's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energies, who cuts things out that are toxic, doesn't put up with any foolish, like foolery, pays attention to facts, logics, and makes decisions based on facts and logics, okay? If you're in the reverse, it's someone that's not telling the truth, that's not speaking their truth, that's not listening to their truth, that's not being truthful, not paying attention to toxic situations, and is possibly toxic themselves, okay? So be careful that with the deception card that you don't get to a place that you just stay with it just to stay with it, just to go with the flow because you don't want to disturb, you know, like some people are afraid of change or they just don't want to challenge themselves with something new. So you may be not being truthful to yourself and not being open to facts and logic is what I'm feeling, okay, in the 6 weeks to 6 months. What is your present energies, Aquarius? At the time of this reading, what is your energies and what is your present energies right now? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I have the Hangman, taking the time out. You are taking a time out to seek a different perspective after working on yourself and healing, balancing yourself out because you're tired, you're exhausted of the same old in a relationship, career, or spiritual evolution. You feel like you're not really getting anywhere. So you are in the present mode of taking a time out, unless you're dealing with a Pisces, to seek a different perspective in life in general. Because you're at this point where you're just like, I don't want to do this another day. I don't want to sit in this energy another day. I don't want to be with this person, or I do want to be with this person, or whatever the situation is in your situation, however it resonates with you. You're trying to see something differently, trying to get enlightenment, to see a different perspective and a different point of view because you just don't want to do it the same way anymore. Okay, and that's great. What's the outside energies helping you with this energy of the taking time out and seeking a different perspective? I have the Five of Cups because you don't want to be in this energy anymore. This is the energy that you've been in. Okay, where I should have, could have, would have, what could I have done differently, not letting go of the past, maybe stuck on a loved one, maybe lost someone that was very important to you, lost a job, career, or maybe you're losing your spiritual evolution and you want to gain it back and you just don't know how to gain it back. How do I ascend? How do I evolve? How do I move on from this stagnancy? Because that Nine of Wands is stagnancy. It's someone that's staying trapped and stuck and unable to move on because they feel like they have to be disciplined and determined and see something out. You don't have to see anything out. If it's not vibing with your frequency and your level and your vibrational level and it's doing you more harm than good, walk away from it. You don't have a debt contract to any job, any career, any person. If it's not for your higher good, and walk away with the Eight of Cups, okay? What is your hopes and fears? What is your hopes and fears, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Your hopes and fears is that you'll have to speak your mind, that you'll have to speak your piece, that you'll have to speak up for yourself. You'll have to advocate for yourself. You'll have to say things that people don't want to hear, whether it's somebody that you love, somebody that you don't love anymore, someone that you, a career position that you want to leave behind, or they're just not recognizing you and you're just not getting the recognition or the leveling up. Whatever it is, your fear is having to speak your piece and set things off, okay? You don't want to have to advocate for yourself if it's going to cost hurting someone's feelings, or, you don't want to give that blunt communication, even though you are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You don't want to give that blunt communication because, for some reason you just don't want to go there, is what I'm feeling. What is your outcome? Your outcome is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to have a lack of equal reciprocity until you decide to do things differently. The Six of Pentacles speaks to Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy of basically having the equal reciprocity. What you get in, the law of attraction, the universal law of attraction. What I put out, I'm getting back. What effort and energy and work I put into something, I'm getting that equal back, the payback. I'm getting the payback, okay? Well, in the outcome, unless you do things differently, see things differently, walk away from something that's toxic, let go of this energy and you get through it, find that perspective and that enlightenment, listen to the messages and don't let them pass you by, of this beautiful offer that you have hope and faith and belief that you want, that's going to lead to a longer abundance and prosperity and stability with the Knight of Pentacles, but it's going to be a slow-moving progress, but it's going to be so much energy on a high level. It's going to be passionate. It's going to be adventurous. It's going to lead to travel. You're going to go places. You're not going to be stuck in a rut anymore. These are the things that I'm hearing in my head, okay? Let's clarify the Seven of Swords, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. The Seven of Swords is being clarified by the Four of Pentacles. This is what your self-sabotage is. The Four of Pentacles is a person, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, that doesn't want to put themselves out there anymore because they've been hurt, they've been burnt. It's too much work. I don't know if I have enough energy. So you're talking yourself out of the situation. You're talking yourself out. You're self-sabotaging yourself. You're in self-denial that this is something that you need. But you realize that you need to seek a different perspective because you can't keep going through the same old and being stuck and trapped in that energy. It's exhausting. Okay? So the Four of Pentacles is clarifying the Seven of Swords. You are afraid, not like you're afraid, but there's a whole lot of reasons that Four of Pentacles, I feel, Aquarius, fear of rejection, fear of the work you got to put into something again, starting all over, not really wanting to invest for fear of loss, and you're talking yourself out of the situation, and that's what your obstacle is. Your obstacle is that you're not going to pay attention to the messages. You're going to find some way to talk yourself out of it and then keep in this energy of being stuck and trapped. But universe wants you to know, divine spirit and guides want you to know to do things differently, seek a different perspective. If you want change, be the change. And you are working on it. I could see in your present energies that you are thinking about it. You're thinking about it, or you're getting the assistance from a Pisces or someone that's close to you, because you don't want to be in this energy anymore. Like, I could have done better. I could have been better. I could be better. I could evolve. I could ascend. I could have a higher evolution. You know, whatever the situation is for you, Aquarius, okay? But it's going to cause confrontation on a level of some place where you have to advocate for yourself. You have to speak up for yourself, and that's your fear, okay? And the Queen of Swords is speaking to in 6 weeks to 6 months, if you don't change your perspective, that you may be stuck with your untruths, with no facts and logic to back you up on why you didn't take that opportunity. Let's get that Six of Pentacles in the outcome in reverse. Yeah, you have a divine emotional fulfillment that's being offered to you. Should you pick up, it's like that Mission Impossible movie. Should you choose this mission, it's going to lead to love, emotional fulfillment, evolution, ascension, and getting out of this energy. It's going to lead to a new vibe, new frequency, new energy on whatever level this is for you, love, career, or spiritual evolution. Okay, Aquarius? So much love to you. I'm going to get you an affirmation card, but that is your message about doing things differently, seeing things differently through a different perspective, different set of eyes. You've taken the time to be patient and heal from whatever this trauma is that you are going through. And I feel like if you hear the message, if you pay attention to the message, have faith. Have faith that this is the time for you, that you don't have to be, you can be just like the Star card, which is your issue, which is your main objective for the week, for the 22nd through the 31st. You can have what it is you desire. You can be what it is you desire. You can make whatever is you desire if you have the faith and the belief and the hope. And that is your main issue card. That's one of your main issue cards. There's something coming around, and it's beautiful. And if you don't be in this talking yourself out of it, and you accept it, and you do the work, and you don't be afraid, but just do the work, just do it, just jump all feet in it, it's going to lead to something beautiful. All right? So much love to you. Until we read again, that's Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment. Hit the like button, and if it resonates, claim it. If it doesn't, chuck it in the bucket. It's not for everyone. And thank you so much. Have a great one.